Hey guys, welcome back. This is Tarun again, welcoming you back with yet another fitness video. So in this video, I will be talking about something which probably everybody shies about from talking. Everybody feels that, this should not be talked about but we want to know about this stuff. But, there is this thing that we really don't want to talk about it. So what exactly are we talking about here? I'm talking about growth hormones, or I'm talking about HGH, human growth hormone. Sorry, in the bodybuilding or the fitness industry, it's called GH. So I would be kind of discussing or sharing with you, what exactly GH is. Should you be taking growth hormones? What are the side effects of GH? Or will it help you with your muscle gains? Or what exactly is this thing about GH that everybody is talking about? So. And also, I would also be talking about my experience with GH, because I tried it and I somehow, didn't like it too much, considering what it was. So let's go right at it. So now let's first understand what exactly GH is. Guys, GH is something that actually body actually secretes in a pituitary gland. It's in our system, our body secretes it, but the only thing is that we only do it for about 5 nanograms of it, only when we sleep. So our body actually produces human growth hormone. Plus, the only thing that keeps us going with the GH is the fact that, it helps with muscle regeneration, it helps with, so many other benefits, from keeping our libido up to muscle gains, so many things GH is actually responsible for. So it's actually made in our human body. So now when you were to take it externally, obviously the effect's going to be very different, something which is very different to a steroid use. So let me just also kind of share with you what is the difference between anabolic steroids and GH. Anabolic steroids are intramuscular injections or oral steroids, which actually nothing but synthetic testosterone, which you actually inject either on your buttocks or anywhere on your delts, whatever. Plus they go directly into your bloodstream, whereas GH is usually is given under the skin. For example, if you want to, it's usually given on your stomach. Typically, if you were to see, that's what's called a growth hormone gut. If you were to see all the bodybuilders, if you see their stomach protruding out, it's actually called a GH gut, because wherever you inject GH, that area gets enlarged, whichever area that you actually inject GH in. So that's why they develop that gut. So that's the difference. Typically the difference between steroids, the steroids are nothing but synthetic hormones, testosterone hormones, injected intramuscular, whereas GH, injected under the skin. Obviously, the difference is immense. Obviously, the costs are also very different. Now, if you were to take GH, how will it help? First, let's understand, guys, GH is very, 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 very expensive. Typically, if you're looking at experimenting with growth hormones, you're looking at actually investing somewhere between 30 to 50,000 a month, depending on how many IUs. And these GH is usually taken in IUs, which is international units, because for a simple fact, because you really don't need that much. So they're actually taken with the help of an insulin syringe with point system. So which means, so depending on the brand you take, a 20 points on an insulin syringe is equivalent to 2 IUs, or 40 points in an insulin syringe equivalent to 4 IU, depending, so on and so forth, depending on the brand you choose. Usually for a good GH cycle, it's usually taken somewhere between 4 to 10 IUs a day, and you're looking at about 10 IUs usually. 100 IU HGH kit comes somewhere between rupees 20,000 to about 40,000, depending on what you're taking. And then if you were to take 10 IUs a day, you're looking at investing somewhere between 40 to 50,000 a month just on GH, guys. So definitely it's an expensive proposition, but that's on the money side of it. Now, if you were to spend that much money, do GH guarantee results? Well, depends. Again, if your diet is clean, or if your lifestyle is only for a bodybuilder, yes, definitely they can work in. But do they actually help you pack on muscles? Yes, I can share my experience with you guys. They do help you pack on muscle, and they also help you and usually I'll tell you how GH is taken. GH is usually taken before going off to sleep and first thing upon waking up, so that it's empty stomach, it's secreted immediately, and you can get the benefits immediately out of that. So that's how GH is usually taken. But from a result perspective, it's a slow proposition. If you're thinking that, hey, I'm going to spend 40,000 a month and I'm going to get transformed, no. GH usually works very, very slow, guys, and trust me, also the side effects of GH compared to steroids are very different. GH, people say, apparently on the internet or on Google, wherever you'll find there, people say, hey, there are no side effects of GH, but I refuse to believe that. GH does have side effects, or not only it increases your bone size, but it has a lot of other problems associated with GH. It can enlarge your bones, it can enlarge your liver, it can enlarge your vital organs. So guys, wherever you want to inject GH, definitely it may help you with reduction or minimize fat on that particular area, but will also increase the size of that area, obviously, because that's what the job of a GH is, enlarging it. So that's more of a side effect side of it. But if you want to invest for 40 to 50,000 a month, on a GH cycle, that too along with anabolic, and GH does not work standalone. You have to have a clean diet, and GH typically works, bodybuilders, fitness models run a GH cycle along with anabolics, because GH by itself would not work. You need to have the right drugs supporting it, and guys, it's a very, very, very expensive and dirty game, and you really don't want to get into a situation where you're spending 60-70,000, you're injecting almost every day, right from intramuscular to your skin, and you're spending so much of money, the side effects start kicking in, and what's the point? Unless and until, I always tell you guys, unless and until your job is to make money out of your body, you should invest in something like this. But if you are a regular social fitness freak, who's just doing this, for aesthetics gain, who's just doing this, for yourself, GH is something you should not even be exploring. Besides being expensive, you really have to use it for at least 3 to 6 months for it to kick in. If you're one of those impatient guys hoping that, okay, I'm going to spend 50,000, 40,000 a month and start getting results, guys, it's not going to work like that. So my recommendation to you is, guys, stay away from GH. Invest only if you have the money, and then you got to stay patient. Side effects wise, definitely it does have side effects. If you're thinking GH does not have side effects, it does have side effects. It will enlarge every body part of yours, depending on how you take it. We just don't know, whichever one it is. And there have been a lot of studies associated with it wherein it has caused some side effects, though the side effects have not come out yet, but they are definitely there for people to talk about. So that's more on GH. So I'm going to sum it up again for you folks. GH is expensive. If to run a cycle you need 40 to 50,000. Side effects would include enlarged liver, enlarged enhanced area wherever you're going to inject it. GH are usually injected on your stomach, and also GH are usually taken empty stomach in the morning, first thing upon waking up, and also before going off to sleep after your dinner. Some people have also experimented with GH. They wake up in the middle of the night at 3:34 in the morning and then they inject it. So these are some of the things associated with GH. But guys, remember, this is an information based video for you to get some perspective on what GH is all about. I don't promote or I don't endorse the use of growth hormones or steroids, but again, this video is about you making an informed decision in terms of staying away from these things, so that you know about what exactly these things are. So any one of you who have any questions around this, feel free to reach out to me either on my YouTube, Facebook, or on my Instagram channel, and I'll be very happy to help you with your GH queries. So until we meet again, peace.